True Tolkien fans everywhere, I have done it. I have endured the Rings of Power Episode 6, and guess what? It's just as bad as you were expecting, or hoping it would be. This show is a ridiculous time-hopping mess with little to no regard or respect for the source material, a visual travesty made worse by extremely incompetent writing that tortures its uninteresting characters in grotesque and disturbing ways, completely botches timelines of travel, arrival, and even the time of freaking day, but let's not dwell too much on that because we've got so many other problems to talk about, like the villagers' idiotic plan to trap Adar's orcs in the tower while they themselves are safe at the bottom of the mountain. Somehow, without being noticed by the orcs on the way down, and then returning to the village that they've been trying to escape from since episode 1. Or Galadriel, Halbrand, and the Númenóreans sailing to and reaching the Southlands within a matter of hours, or character arc choices that make absolutely no sense within the context of basic storytelling or within the context of any Tolkien book ever written. Such as, but not limited to, Galadriel and Halbrand forming a romantic interest with each other by fighting alongside the other in battle, despite the fact that Galadriel is married to Celeborn in the books and Jackson movies for thousands of years. Or, how about Arondir trying to smash a demon sword with a tiny rock hammer? It is beyond our skill to destroy. Yeah, you used a tiny rock hammer, genius. Even Gimli had the brains to attack the One Ring with a dwarven axe. And sure, it didn't work, but come on! Speaking of weapons, Amazon would have us believe that incredibly dangerous opponents can only be defeated with, that's right, small sticks on the ground. I swear on the light of Eru Iluvatar that this is true, just like my prediction of all the characters converging in the Southlands at the same time to fight Adar's orcs was also true, but worry not because we finally get to see some orc slaying. Too bad that the first wave of orcs were actually humans in disguise. Oh no, I'm so shocked, even though everyone knew in the last episode that they'd probably be fighting humans because half of the village left with Old Man Jenkins to side with the orcs. Speaking of Old Man Jenkins, who can't stay awake during Adar's speeches, I feel you on that one, old man. This guy is the catalyst for the ending of the episode, but we'll get to that in a second, right after we talk about Galadriel. Killer of orcs, capturer and interrogator of elves, a woman who cheats on her husband and vows to kill people's kids unless she gets everything she wants. It's honestly no surprise that Halbrand falls so deeply in love with her though, because he's just as dark and twisted as she is, and it shows. And though I didn't have to endure watching the Harfoots for a moment of screen time more, you can bet your sweet bottom dollar that JD Payne and Patrick McKay will travel to the depths of Mount Doom to find some random reason to keep them around. And finally, while we're on the subject of Mount Doom, remember the trenches? Remember the digging? Remember that warg? Oh god, I tried so hard not to. Turns out that Adar's plan was to flood the mountain behind the village the entire time and create Mount Doom by Old Man Jenkins sticking a thing in a hole and causing structural failure. This is storytelling gold though. You can't criticize this. After all, Amazon has been planning this ending for 4 years, so obviously it's a huge deal. How other people sit through this big budget woke propaganda machine is beyond my comprehension, and now that the season finale has been revealed 2 episodes early, the only thing left to do is wait for the inevitable removal of any dissenting reviews, because that's what Amazon does on their platform. And once the show is over, I do hope that, just like Isildur's mother, it will drown in the ocean. The sea is always right. The sea is always right. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Like and share this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell, and I will see you all next time.